Hello, my crafty friends. I'm going to do a quick clarification on how to actually put that accordion book together. I put most of it together before I started the video last time, and I thought just adding one would show you how to do it, but that wasn't necessarily true. So I'm going to make another one. This time I'm just going to use 6 envelopes, but I'm going to go ahead and put one together for you so you can see all the different steps. Let me zoom this in a little bit. Okay. And for the first one, I just went ahead and glued it together. That was a little bit too much glue. Okay. Let's get that glue off there before we try to go on, or we'll end up causing problems for ourselves. Now, I did just use a glue stick to put this together, but you could use whatever kind of glue you want. Okay, so the first one, the base, I glued it together like this. And then I took another envelope and opened it up, and then I'm going to put all my glue on here. And you want to do a pretty good job of making sure you get glue everywhere. It does not want to stand up. Okay, and then you're going to take, and it doesn't matter which side you take, but you're going to take this envelope and put it up and even it at the top so that it's matching on both sides. You want to leave just a little bit of space. Right here, when you fold it, you want to just see a tiny little bit. I don't know if you can tell that it's not all the way to the edge. Can you see that? It's just the tiniest little bit of space. Now that makes one that folds like this. And then you take one and you're going to put it like this. That way you've got it's beginning to accordion, see? So now we're going to turn this a little bit. And we're going to put glue on this one. Okay, so you got to kind of turn it around to get it to do it easy, but if you always glue down, now your first one is going to have envelopes glued, you know, on both sides so that it will do this. Okay, so you have a pocket and a flat. And then when you open here, you've got a pocket and a flat. And that's the way you want it to be, but you want to just keep going. So you find this one and you know that it needs to go like this in order to open like that. So we're going to do the same thing here. And sometimes I have to look at them again to make sure that I'm doing what I need to do. And I always turn them so I can put them together this way. It's easier for me to see what I'm doing. And just leave a little bit. Okay, so now we've got it like that. So when we open it, we have a pocket and a flat, and a flat and a pocket, and a flat and a pocket. So now you want to try and make it where it's pretty even. So I'm going to go ahead and add another one onto this side. And you just kind of have to pay attention to where you're putting them on there to make sure that it does the accordion thing. Because if you don't put it on the right direction, you'll have them folding in on themselves more like a flip book than an accordion book. Okay, so now we've got it like this. Now if I open it where it's just single here, then I have a page there, and then there's the end. But if I open this one, I have a one page, and then there's the end. So so you just kind of got to keep going till you get it however far you want it to be. Let's go ahead and do another one here. And you can make it however big you want. Okay, now when we open it, we've got one page, 2 pages, 3 pages. When we open this one, we've got 1 page, 2 pages. So we really need to add one more if we want to have 3 pages on this side. But you could, I think I used 8 envelopes when I did it before. But that's how you put it together to make the accordion itself. And thank you, Karen, for asking that question, because when one person has the courage to go ahead and say, okay, you didn't really show us how you did that, there are probably 20 other people going, you know, she didn't really show us how to do that. So so thank you for asking, and I hope this makes it more clear. I did also, and I showed this part, so you probably got this part, because of the kind of envelope this is. I did go ahead and go in and trim the sides to make this pocket straight across all the way like that, and I did all of them like that so that the pocket looks like this. That's the other thing I did to it. So that's how it goes. I hope that helps, and if you have any more questions, please feel free to ask. It never hurts my feelings for you to tell me that you didn't quite understand what I was trying to say, because sometimes I say things the way it makes sense to me, and it's, you know, we don't always, our thought process isn't always the same. So there we go. And one thing I tried to do also was to you can see that it's not exactly flush on the ends, and that's because you left that little bit of extra space. If you're not going to put anything in your pockets and you just want pages, you know, and you're just going to cover this up with paper and not make it a pocket, then you wouldn't have to leave extra space, unless of course you're going to embellish quite a bit. If you're going to make this just something to write in, you wouldn't need to leave any extra space at all. If you're going to make it something to do collage in, or to put stuff in pockets or whatever, then you need to leave that little bit of extra space. But it's not going to line up perfectly on the edges, and so you just got to accept that. But that's what happens when you're, you know, when you're leaving that little bit of extra space. It does get pretty close, except for the very end ones, because they're, if you attached another one here, it would flatten, it would make it go back out here a little bit. So anyway, I hope that helps you. God bless you. Bye-bye.